Today, we're diving into the incredible inventions and discoveries of ancient Rome that have shaped the modern world. When we think of ancient civilizations, it's easy to imagine them as lost in the past, but the Romans were masters of innovation, their achievements echoing through millennia. From engineering marvels to groundbreaking legal systems, their legacy continues to influence our daily lives. Get ready to explore the enduring impact of ancient Rome, a civilization that didn't just conquer an empire but also conquered time itself. Let's start with the literal foundation: concrete. You can't walk down a city street or drive across a bridge without encountering this fundamental building block. But it wasn't invented yesterday. The Romans were using concrete over 2,000 years ago, and their recipe was so durable that many structures still stand today. Think of the Colosseum, the Pantheon, those massive aqueducts. These weren't built with some magical ancient technology. They were built with concrete, Roman concrete, a testament to their ingenuity. This wasn't just mixing rocks and water. They experimented with different materials like volcanic ash to create a super strong material that could withstand the test of time and the elements. The Romans were masters of concrete, using it to build roads, bridges, and buildings that have stood the test of time. Their innovative use of this material allowed them to construct massive structures, shaping the very landscape of their empire. It's a legacy that's literally set in stone, a foundation upon which much of our modern world is built. Speaking of engineering marvels, let's talk about Roman aqueducts. These weren't just impressive structures, they were feats of engineering genius, transporting millions of gallons of fresh water to cities across the empire. Imagine the challenge using gravity and a system of pipes, channels, and tunnels to move water over long distances, uphill and down. The Romans were masters of fluid dynamics long before we even had a name for it. They understood the principles of water pressure, slope, and how to use the landscape to their advantage. These aqueducts weren't just about bringing water to people's homes, they were about sanitation, public baths, and even powering mills. The next time you turn on your faucet, take a moment to appreciate the Romans. Their aqueducts weren't just about water, they were about the health, hygiene, and advancement of their civilization. They laid the groundwork for modern plumbing and irrigation, reminding us that innovation often flows from the most basic human needs. But the Romans weren't just builders and engineers, they were lawmakers, establishing a legal system that still influences us today. Roman law, with its emphasis on written codes, courts, and legal principles, laid the foundation for many modern legal systems. Think about concepts like innocent until proven guilty or the importance of contracts. These fundamental legal principles, still at the heart of many justice systems, have their roots in ancient Rome. The Romans understood that a just and stable society needed a clear set of laws that applied equally to all. They created a system that was surprisingly adaptable, evolving over time to meet the needs of a growing empire. From the 12 Tables to Justinian's Code, Roman law is a testament to the enduring power of reason and justice, shaping the way we view law and order even today. And what about their government? The Roman Republic, with its system of elected officials, checks and balances, and representative governance, was a radical experiment in its time. It wasn't a perfect system, but it provided a model for democracies for centuries to come. Imagine the Roman Senate, a body of elected officials debating, arguing, and making laws. Sound familiar? The idea of citizens having a voice in their government, of electing leaders to represent their interests. These are concepts that have resonated through the ages. The Roman Republic may be long gone, but its influence on modern democracy is undeniable. It reminds us that the pursuit of a government by and for the people is an ancient one, and its success depends on the active participation of its citizens. Now let's hit the road, literally. The Romans were famous for their roads, a vast network of highways that crisscrossed the empire. These weren't just dirt paths, they were engineering marvels, built to last with layers of gravel, stone, and concrete. Think about the logistical challenges of building roads over mountains, across rivers, through forests and swamps. The Romans did it, and they did it on a scale that was unmatched for centuries. These roads weren't just about transportation, they were about connecting the empire, facilitating trade, communication, and the movement of armies. The next time you're cruising down a highway, think of the Romans. Their roads weren't just about getting from point A to point B, they were about connecting a civilization, paving the way for economic and cultural exchange on an unprecedented scale. Speaking of time, the Romans even shaped the way we measure it. The Julian calendar, introduced by Julius Caesar, was a major advancement in timekeeping. It standardized the length of the year, established the 12-month system we use today, and even gave us the leap year. Imagine a world without a standardized calendar. It would be chaos. The Romans understood the importance of accurate timekeeping, not just for daily life but for agriculture, commerce, and government. The Julian calendar was a significant improvement over previous calendars, and while it was eventually refined into the Gregorian calendar we use today, its impact on how we structure our lives is undeniable. And while we're on the subject of order, let's talk about Roman cities. The Romans were masters of urban planning, designing cities with grid systems, public spaces, and sophisticated infrastructure. Think of cities like Pompeii, with its grid layout, public baths, forums, and amphitheaters. The Romans understood that a well-planned city wasn't just about efficiency, it was about creating a healthy and vibrant community. They incorporated public spaces, entertainment venues, and even sanitation systems into their urban designs. The next time you navigate a city with ease, think of the Romans. Their emphasis on order, functionality, and public amenities set the stage for modern urban planning, influencing the way we live and interact in urban environments today. Now let's listen closely. The Latin language, the language of ancient Rome, may seem like a relic of the past, but its influence is all around us. Latin is the root of the Romance languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese, and Romanian, but it goes beyond that. Latin has had a profound impact on scientific, medical, and legal terminology. Think about words like experiment, diagnosis, or justice. These words, and countless others, have their roots in Latin, a testament to its enduring legacy in the world of knowledge and scholarship. Latin may not be spoken on the streets anymore, but it's still spoken in courtrooms, medical schools, and universities around the world. It's a reminder that knowledge and ideas transcend time, connecting us to the thinkers and innovators of the past. And let's not forget the Roman alphabet, the writing system that forms the basis of English and many other languages. The Romans didn't invent the alphabet, but they refined it, adapting it from the Greeks and spreading it throughout their empire. Imagine a world without a common writing system. It would be incredibly difficult to share ideas, knowledge, and stories. The Roman alphabet, with its simple yet elegant design, became the standard for communication across much of the Western world, paving the way for literacy and the spread of knowledge. So the next time you type on your keyboard or scribble a note, remember the Romans. They gave us more than just letters. They gave us a tool for communication that has shaped the course of history and continues to connect us across cultures and continents. Finally, let's talk about books. The Romans didn't invent writing, but they revolutionized the way we read. They transitioned from scrolls to the codex, the bound book format we know and love today. Imagine a world without books as we know them. The codex, with its pages, cover, and portable design, made it easier to store, transport, and read written works. This innovation wasn't just about convenience, it was about democratizing knowledge, making it more accessible to more people. The codex paved the way for the mass production of books, the spread of literacy, and the flourishing of literature. It's a reminder that sometimes the simplest inventions can have the most profound impact on the way we learn, think, and share ideas. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into history and its impact on our world today. From the concrete beneath our feet to the words we use every day, the legacy of ancient Rome is all around us. By understanding their innovations, we gain a deeper appreciation for the ingenuity of past civilizations and their enduring influence on our modern world. So, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep marveling at the wonders of history.